Okay, so as promised, we're going to talk about ERP components that are actually more interesting to motor learning and performance researchers than ERP components related to how we feel about trees. Okay, so one component that we're going to talk about is the ERN, which stands for air-related negativity. Now, as the name suggests, this is going to be a negative going component, or a trough in our ERP wave, and it's going to be related to an air. One thing I didn't mention is that the event that causes the event-related potential doesn't necessarily have to be a picture or a sound. It could actually be a response. And that's what the air-related negativity is. I want you to imagine that I am going ahead and I'm putting the ball, and I strike the ball, and I know as soon as I hit it that it felt good, felt like it was going to go in the hole. If that is the case, then what we're going to see here we have a picture of me putting. Let me try that again. Here's a picture of me putting. And you see I have a big smile here, right? Because I just hit the ball, and time zero is now when I hit the ball. In that case, I am not going to have an ERN really. All right? So that's going to be green here. I didn't really have an ERN because I didn't make an error. Instead, sunk the puck. All right. In reality, though, I'm not that good of a golfer. So what might happen is, instead of happy Dr. Miller making the putt, we might have sad Dr. Miller missing the putt. So I go ahead, I swing the club, and as soon as it contacts the ball, I know that I hit it way too hard. That moment that I realized I hit it too hard, that I contacted the ball with the club, that's going to be time zero here. We can go and blow that up, and we get our event-related potential. And what you'll notice is when time zero corresponds to an error, in this case, me mishitting the ball, I get this big negativity in the first 100 milliseconds after I hit the ball. And so we can think of the air-related negativity as inherent or intrinsic feedback. So the performer recognizes that they made an error, and it's that, oh, crud moment. And the ERN then is very useful for studying. So for example, people who are more skillful, who have advanced through the stages of learning, you might imagine that when they make a mistake, that they'll show a really large ERN, and they'll show it really quickly because they'll immediately detect that they made an error. Whereas someone who doesn't really know any better, a novice who's just beginning, they might show a relatively small ERN because they might not recognize that they have made an error right away.